Earlier this year, our first guests were growing their new event business, but then COVID happened. So like many other small entrepreneurs, they knew they had to change direction. So Alex and Kelsey Carroll found a new need to meet. They created freestanding hand sanitizer stations. So just over 4 months later, their new business called Stand-Up Stations has grown exponentially. They brought their 13 furloughed employees back to work, and they helped millions of people keep their hands sanitized.
What a concept, right? I love a happy story, and we are happy to welcome Alex and Kelsey to the Morning Blend to share their incredible story. Good morning to you both.
Good morning, guys.
Morning.
It's so great to have you joining us. Like so many small businesses, I know you just shut down your business overnight. Tell us what has happened since then, because you guys have been getting a lot of national media attention also.
Yeah, so on March 12th, we had spent 3 years building up our previous business, Toss Up Events, and it all ended in one day. And so we had to pivot quickly. Luckily, I have a really smart wife who came up with freestanding hand sanitizer stations. And I think since then, we've just been overwhelmed by the response. People need sanitizer, they need stations. And so when we launched standupstations.com, we've been getting orders from all over the country and really just trying to keep up with the demand.
Here's what I love about this so much is people are going to say those have been around forever. And I think sometimes people think you can't be in a market where there's already something similar. And so this isn't, a totally new concept, but you've created it into your own business, bringing in over what, $7 million in revenue since March?
Yeah, so when all our events got canceled, we knew that when events did come back, hand sanitizer stations would be huge. And so we started doing research just to buy them ourselves. And we were doing research to figure out how to put a logo on it, make it really nice and approachable that people would actually want to use that, when they go to these events. And so, yeah, we did that and we came up with the hand sanitizer stations.
Love it.
I love, too, that you're getting all of this attention because we're hearing so much bad news lately. I love that you guys are succeeding, that you figured out a way to still make money, but also serve an obvious need in our community and well beyond. Why do you think it is that your story is resonating so much with people?
I think it really has to do with people like a good comeback story. Right. It's like we had to furlough. I had to have teary-eyed moments with all of my employees and have to furlough them for just something that's out of our control. So to be able to call them and say, hey guys, I know this isn't live events. This is Sanitizer, but come on back. We've got some business for you. So I think being able to bring all the employees back, I mean, what a really cool moment. And we're just so blessed and are so thankful for the opportunity. Now that we've been able to launch this, we've had over 30, yesterday we had 30 people in our office and warehouse, socially distanced. We have a big warehouse, but everyone was working, right? And that's just the most beneficial thing for us.
I love it. You've been able to work with some pretty unique and big high profile clientele as well. So tell us a little bit about who your clients are and some of the big ones as well.
Yeah, a lot of small businesses, a lot of schools we're getting in touch with. UW-Milwaukee and Marquette University are some of our customers. Everything from that, medium size to NASA called, and they needed them for the Kennedy Space Center.
What?
So we're helping send astronauts, safely to Mars.
That is so cool. I love that. And it's interesting because Alex, you just mentioned feeling blessed, feeling thankful. And we hear so much about gratitude and how it's not only important, but necessary to having a life filled with joy. And I just wonder if you feel that now with the tough times we're all going through, that it's important to still be grateful.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I mean, for what we believe about the world and that God put us here for a reason, I think for us to be able to translate that to our employees and say, hey, guys, you can't control everything, right? Like there's so many things out of our control. We didn't put ourselves on this earth. So for us, it's like just being faithful every day, showing them that we care. I think people see a lot of the stands that we've sold and the revenue numbers and all those types of things. But for us, it's really just about having something to do right now in this crazy pandemic world, just being able to work hard and put one foot in front of the other.
I love that little video of you guys doing an air high five. That was really cute. We just saw that while you were talking about that. I wonder, will you go back to live events, or will you stay with this new direction? What's next for you guys?
Yeah, I think the cool thing is that a lot of our clients that we were working with events and stadiums and things like that, they're preparing to reopen. And so while they don't know what the season's going to look like, they definitely need hand sanitizer and hand sanitizer stations. So we're able to keep that relationship going. And so we don't know what's going to happen with live sports and concerts and festivals and things like that. So, in the meantime, we're just sticking with stand-up stations and seeing where it goes. And then when events come back, we'll be ready.
I got to tell you guys something funny. We're just about to run out of time, but I cannot pass a hand sanitizing station or a bottle of hand sanitizer and not use it.
So
even
true.
if I used it 2 seconds ago, they're just, to me, they're irresistible. So I love what you do. And just really quick, because we did run out of time, guys, encouraging word of advice to other small businesses and people who are really feeling down and maybe out of a job, or their business is really struggling.
I think just realizing that you got to start small. When we launched standupstations.com, I think we had like 3 visitors every day on the website. So that can be discouraging, but you just have to persevere through it and understand that, like, hey, get feedback from your customers, keep moving forward. It's not going to just all of a sudden happen where you get thousands of people to your website. It just doesn't happen. It takes a lot of hard work, and you got to start somewhere.
Congratulations to you guys, and thanks for sharing this incredible story. We wish you the most success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So
And you guys
cool.
can learn more about Stand Up Stations or get in contact with them at standupstations.com. Love that story.
How cool is that, Tiff?
Love it. Love it.
So cool.